Hi there, folks. Welcome to Critical Cousins. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Matt.
Sometimes we introduce ourselves, sometimes we don't. It's freeform jazz over here. So we just saw...
Kubo and the Two Strings.
That's correct, yeah. We saw the new animated movie by Laika Studios, the guys who made Coraline,
The Box Trolls.
Paranorman, Box Trolls. That's it, right?
I think it's at least those four. Those are
the big ones.
Yeah.
Who they pretty... they turn out pretty much the same quality of stuff. It's pretty good. It looks really good. The writing's pretty good.
All of them look good.
They look.
I
really
haven't
good.
seen all of them though.
I've seen Coraline and Paranorman. So anyway, so let's talk about Kubo, which is their new original.
Original.
It's an original movie. This isn't. And just to be clear on that definition, so it's not. So was there a Kubo like in the 80s that they're making a new version of?
No.
Okay. So where's like the Kubo like comic book series or something like that?
There isn't one.
What?
Ask me if there's a book.
Are comic books like regular books? And if so, is Kubo a regular book?
I might just ask you to leave the show.
In case our snarky point has been proven enough,
Kubo's a completely original movie.
It's actually not based on anything, and that's very refreshing. It's just nice to have that. It's nice to watch something and not think about what it was like before and how we gotta compare it to this thing. This is its own thing. It's so rare nowadays.
It's magical.
It's so rare.
Based on that alone, go see this movie.
Yeah, for real. Just support original material. Regardless of quality. Just if it's original for the love of God, go see it.
But luckily in this case, it is good.
This has been a good year for original movies. So like 4 original movies that have come out this year. They've all been good.
All 4 of them.
So we just saw Kubo again. This original animated movie by Laika.
It's beautiful.
It's really pretty. Yeah, right off the bat, the visuals are very creative and interesting.
It is one of the prettiest movies I've ever seen.
It's so impressive.
It's up there with like The Revenant was gorgeous and How to Train Your Dragon 2 was gorgeous.
Specifically, too.
Yes. The second one looks better. I mean, it has
technology advance.
Yeah, like 4 years of technology advancement on its side.
That's a lot in terms of technology years. What's so cool about this is that because it's like a lot of it's stop motion, but it's honestly hard to tell where the stop motion starts and the CGI begins.
Basically
it's blended together pretty well, and maybe it's because we're not animators, so we can't tell the little ticks. But it's really impressive.
It is very, very impressive.
I mean, this is really high quality animation. Regardless, it's alone just for that, it's worth seeing on the big screen. For sure. Although it looks like we don't have to tell anybody because
people are seeing it.
We tried to see this movie the other night and it was already sold out. And then we saw it this morning. We saw like a morning. It was Monday morning.
It was Monday before noon,
and it was full.
Yeah,
it was full. It's crazy. And kids, lots of adults.
We were even like at least 10 minutes early, and they were all. We had to sit in the front row.
We had to sit in the very front. Yeah, which is great. That's a really promising sign. And maybe it's just because there hasn't been a lot of kids movies that have come out, so it's like, oh my god, a kids movie, everybody flocks, because the parents haven't been able to take the kids to the movies.
Because, no one went to see the BFG.
Yeah. Oof, rough. Woof. That is too bad.
But, they saw The Secret Life of Pets. I saw The Secret Life of Pets.
I haven't seen it, no opinion. I love Louis C.K.
You sure do.
I'll have to see him as an animated dog. That sounds pretty amusing. Does he do a good job?
Yeah, he's fine.
Speaking of animated casting, that was a great review. So there was a very good cast for this movie.
Yes.
And most of them were sort of cast unconventionally, I guess, except for Ray Fine.
Ray Fine was a villain.
Ray Fine plays the villain. Who would have guessed?
But you know what?
He's so good at it.
He's just the
He's
best.
so good at it. I mean, come on, he's Voldemort.
Yeah.
He's the guy in Bruges. Like every time he's a villain, he's awesome. He's so great. Charlize Theron played a monkey.
And she was good.
Because of course she was good. Of course she was good.
And of course
As
you're
a
gonna
monkey.
cast Charlize Theron as a monkey.
Why wouldn't you? Is really the answer there. But no, she did a great job because she's a great actress.
Matthew McConaughey was not obviously Matthew McConaughey.
I had the hardest time recognizing just his voice. I guess he's a little koala thing in that crappy looking Sing movie too. And it's like, how is he good at disguising his voice? Like, he's Matthew McConaughey. He should be one of the most obvious people.
Yeah.
But I guess what I think is obvious about him is his weirdness, which doesn't necessarily transfer to his voice alone. That might be part of it.
Not completely.
I'm not sure.
I love this kid.
This kid was great.
Yeah.
He has a great voice. He kind of reminded me of Zuko. Kind of reminded me of Dante Basco a little bit. Kind of
Yeah.
had that vibe going on.
I think his name is Art Parkinson.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Who names their kid Art in the 2010s?
Maybe they wanted him to be an artist.
Fair enough.
Maybe they didn't name him Arthur. Maybe his parents were hippies and they literally named him like Art, like after the art.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be pretty funny. Yeah. So he's probably
He does
the
a great job.
breakout star on that. He's
Yeah.
really great. I wonder what he looks like. I wonder if he could also do live action stuff.
Yeah.
We can always use some good kid actors.
We really could.
We got a few in Stranger Things. You should see that. It's so good.
I'll have to at some point.
So good. It's great. Great kid acting again. And that's something you see a lot anymore. A lot of kid actors, or at least we see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of kid movies. The cast is really solid. Visuals are really amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about the story.
I think it's really fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you have to say.
Okay, I thought the first act was great. The first act was really solid. I was getting really sucked in, and there were actually a couple times where I was thinking about myself being sucked in. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually believe this movie, like because we've just seen so much crap this year. So
everything is automatically meta because of how many bad movies we've seen.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm just watching this, I'm like, I can't believe this isn't bad. Like, I'm just amazed. Like, this actually makes sense. This is confidently written. This is actually really great. And then, right when the second act starts, when he wakes up and there's the monkey, I don't know if that's a spoiler, but it sort of like lost a confidence in itself, or at least that's what it seemed like to me, because it kept pointing out like, how weird is it that this is happening? But it's like, you wouldn't really point that out in this world where there's already kind of magic established and stuff like that. Like, I really don't see the point in pointing out how weird it is, other than just lack of confidence in your own story, and you're just kind of being like, well, people will think it's weird, but if we say it first, then it's funny. And I don't know. It felt like it was coming from a weird place. The humor in general kind of fell flat for me.
Most of the humor isn't great, but
the old lady.
The old lady is actually pretty funny.
She was kind of funny, and she was in the first act of the movie where she was really funny. I don't know if it was just rewrites or what it is. The second hacked. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that on purpose.
There's nothing hacky about this movie.
No, this movie is definitely not hacky. But the second act is the hardest thing to write. Anybody will tell you that. And this is just kind of one of those movies. But I really liked. Spoilers: he defeats the villain.
Oops.
But I really like the really, really positive, creative, clever way that he defeats this villain.
Yes.
I won't ruin that. But it's really nicely done. I really liked that. So yes, there were some parts where I was just like, okay. The second act, it also kind of has like a lull towards the middle there, where they're on the boat. At least for me, I don't know. I just kind of was like, all right, can we move on? But again, that's just me. I'm cynical.
He is.
I am. It's fair. I caught myself on it. But and I don't know. I just wasn't big on the two sidekick characters. I didn't think they were that likable or interesting. Again, that's just me. But the beginning and the end are definitely good enough, or it's absolutely worth checking out, regardless of what I think.
Any part where the ants show up.
The ants.
AUNTS, the aunts.
Oh, I see. I think of them as the sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're Kubo's
but they are
aunts.
They are his mom's sisters.
They're sisters.
Yeah, so they are aunts. Yeah, they are awesome. They're the coolest part of this movie.
Coolest thing. They are literally like straight out of Coraline. It's great.
Yeah, it's very Coraline. They're really creepy. I guess they're played by Rooney Mara. I had no idea.
I had no idea.
Dude, she's always great. And there's, well, I didn't see Pam. But who did? But anyway, no, they were awesome. They had this really cool design. They're wearing like these masks, so they're like talking to them, and their mouths aren't moving, and so it's really kind of disturbing and creepy. I think that's awesome. Laika is really good at doing creepy stuff for kids.
Yes.
They're really good at doing it. Paranorman and Coraline. They're really good at
all of their movies earned a PG rating the right way.
Yes, yeah. This movie is the definition of why a PG-rated movie is rated for peril. Like it's a very perilous movie.
Yes.
There's a lot of peril. But yeah. I think the scares are earned, and they're really cool. And it just great designs on them.
Yes.
There's a giant skeleton thing that they show how they made it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
The scary stuff really works. It's really effective. I keep looking in this bottom corner. I probably look depressed on the camera right now, but anyway, there was a lot. I can't even make eye contact with the camera. That's how socially awkward I am. But anyway, yes, there's so many good things about this movie. It's absolutely worth checking out. But even if it sucked, it's something original. So you even if you hate it, at least pay the money.
It at least doesn't suck.
Yeah,
enough.
It doesn't suck, but if it did, it would still be worth paying money because it's original. It's just you just gotta keep original stuff going, because without original stuff, you don't get the remakes and sequels. You don't get all that other stuff. You need new things every once in a while, at least. That's probably the most cynical thing I've said on the show so far. But really though, and original stuff is being made all the time. It's not a matter of, oh, well, nobody's making anything original anymore. People are making original things all the time. It's just that nobody's seeing it, nobody's watching it. Or if they are, and word of mouth is talking about how good it is, it still somehow doesn't do well in the box office. And maybe watch a few less movies on the computer. Maybe every once in a while go out to the theater, take a buddy, take a date, go. It's a good time at the movies. It's a good time. It's not always someone kicking your seat or kids being too loud. We were in a kid movie, and the audience was really well behaved.
The audience was very well behaved.
I was very impressed.
There was one little girl that asked questions to her mom every once in a while.
But they were kind of funny.
They were kind of funny.
She was confused.
Is the monkey a boy?
Yeah. She was as is the rest of the nation. She was sort of questioning gender. She bring it up as a topic. It was very interesting.
They do the little bait and switch, because the first act calls the monkey Mr. Monkey, and then it's a girl.
And when it comes to life, it's Charlize Theron. He's like, oh whoops.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, all that being said, I don't think we have much more to discuss.
Go see it.
Go see it. We definitely recommend it. Go take a buddy. Take your kids.
It is easily one of the best movies I've seen this year.
And that's not saying a lot.
But
but it is a really good movie.
It is a good movie. It would have been one of the best movies I saw last year too.
Well, there you go. That does mean something.
Yes.
Last year was a really good year for movies.
Well, not as good as 2 previous years, but
that's true.
That's life.
That's true. Yeah. All that being said, go see Kubo.
It's awesome.
Goodbye.
Should we have talked about the music?
The music was really good.
Yes, it was.
Do you think they've left yet?
I don't even think they came in the first place.
It was really good.